bit off right underneath here. Okay? Alright, now let's go ahead and do our ears. Of course, the ears are going to have to come down. They're going to be much smaller. And you make your cuts behind your ears. And you do the same over here. I always make the ears bigger and then I cut them down. Cut them. Go behind there. Cut my ears. Here we go. Okay? Now, I'm going to cut my ears down just a little bit. I'm going to come down. And let's just go ahead and go behind here where the hair is and get that hair up underneath the hat, okay? We want it underneath the hat. We don't want it where the hat looks like it's just sitting on top of the head. We want it underneath it, so there we go. Now, the ears, of course, are way too big, so they're going to have to be brought down. And they're probably going to have to be cut off a little bit, but then I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to, this basswood is brittle. I have to really be careful with it. I'm going to just go ahead and cut in here and cut in here and take that out right there. Very brittle. There we go. Okay. And then bring that down like that. Same thing over here. Remember, you're working with very small figures, so you want to use the tip of your knife. That's what you want to do. And we'll cut this off. And this back. And I'm just going to kind of do it like that. And then bring this down. Alright. And let's remove a little bit from here, just to make those ears stand out a little bit more. Now, on a figure like this, if you have trouble with the ears, then why don't you just let the hair go down, okay? Let the hair go down, don't worry about the ears, and let it just go down and don't put any ears on it, okay? That's what I should have done anyway with teaching people what to do. Alright, let's come up here. You want to be very careful in here. We start removing things. Now, what I want to do is, let's bring this down just a little bit more on the sides here. Here we go. There we go. Just like that. Okay? Let me come over here and take a little bit off here. Now let's go ahead and we'll cut a little bit more in here so that face will come out. But you see how the face looks now? How it looks. All right. Uh-oh, we got a little problem here on this one. Got a little break right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put a little super glue in there. I won't go anymore working on the hat, in other words. I've just got a little, see that? See that little break right there? Sometimes you have that. Super glue works fine for that. In other words, when you have to. Sometimes it's just the wood, folks. Sometimes the wood just, you have problems with it. Bring the ears down a little bit so they won't just stand out like a crazy man. Alright, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a little mustache on him right here. So, I'm going to cut that right there, and you come from the outside just like that. Same thing over here. You make that round cut right there, and you come from the outside and cut that. There we go. And then we come from the inside and we make a little triangle cut just like this. Very delicate. There. See the mustache? Let's come a little bit. I'm going to make it just a little bit more deeper. A little bit deeper here. See the mustache? All right. Just go around the head a little bit. Alright, see how you turn in the head? That's how you turn a head. Bring that all down a little bit. I'm gonna see it. See that? Just sometimes that happens. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'll put a little super glue on that, and we'll be in business. Sometimes that happens with small figures, especially with small figures. Which is no big deal. Okay? Alright, now let's go to the body, and we're going to have to bring this all down quite a bit. And we'll bring the shoes down. Uh-oh. Like I told you, this basswood, it really, let me get my hands right. It's really kind of tough. And let me go ahead and cut in the middle here. Go. Let's cut back on these shoes. And let's cut back on these shoes. There we go. All right. Now, of course, this all has to come down. But what we want to do is, how do we want to do this? What I'm going to do is on this side, cut this a little bit more. Let's bring that down. All right. Now let's go ahead and just kind of get this back down here. Now, as you know, the way Jack does it's totally different than the way I do it in a lot of ways. But that's okay. I just went back on that hat again a little bit. All right. I get to looking at things and I want to just... All right. Now, we've got the shoes down a little bit. We're going to bring them down even more. But we got to decide, how do we want our arms? And I think the first time over here, I want my arm down here, just like this, in other words. Okay? So we're going to kind of cut that right there. Come up here and slice that. Just want our arm hanging down a little bit. And then let's cut right here. Because we got plenty of room here with the shoes to bring that down. All that arm is going to do is just hang there. Just like that. Okay? Now, we can bring that all down. All right, see that? We're just going to bring that arm down like that, in other words. Okay? All right. Now, this other arm, we want to bring it, what I want to do is go ahead and take some of this off right in here. Now, you'll see it here in a minute. Now on this side, what we want to do is we want to bring our arm like this, like he's holding something, and then it's going to come up like that. Because he's going to be holding an axe. Okay? Now let me show you. I'm going to cut down. I'm going to remove that like that. Okay. And then this comes up here like this. This comes back here like this. You'll see, just a minute, it's very much similar to the way I carved the hobo with something in his arm, his hand. Okay. And let me continue with this. Now you see that? But that's going to be brought down even further down here like this. And all that will be brought down a little bit. Okay, now let's bring this down a little bit more. And cut this a bit deeper. And then we come here. And we cut this right here. See? I'm going to cut a little bit deeper right in here, so that will show up I'm going around here and just making a shoulder for him. And then this comes down like this. It's like that. See, from the side there, you see how he does this. Now he's coming together a lot as we do this. Deeper. And we come back here and we make a cut. We come from the inside of that shoulder And we do this. Okay? See that? It'll all come together. I'm just showing you. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and bring these legs down. You always make the legs a little bit bigger so that you can bring them down and play with them. Okay? Of course, a lot of this will be brought down. And this one, let me show you. Now let's look at our man again, all right? Let's look at him. See? He's standing like this. And I dropped my thing again. We're going to come up and we're going to make that arm there, okay? And we cut from the inside, not the outside. Okay? And we make that arm. All that arm is going to be is just by itself. It's not really going to have any, it's just going to have his hand going down. I mean, I could have put it in his pocket, but I didn't want to. And then we just sort of go around and start taking this wood down. All right, so as we see now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off here and from the back.